Telework trouble. The governor's office being called out over the order to send state workers back to the office. Thanks for joining us for the CBS 13 News at 6. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Marley Ginter. The criticism centers on possible lost savings and insufficient research. In tonight's Politics at Large, Steve is live downtown with the state audit breaking down those costs. Steve.
And here's a copy of that 80-page audit that says that the governor's return to office orders could cost the state hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And it also says some state departments no longer have the space if the workers are forced back. State government saga, the debate between remote versus in-person work. Now an audit is uncovering the costs.
Yes, I read it already.
Hawk Nito is a state employee who wants to stay remote and says the audit is on his side.
First of all, it took forever, right? And decisions should be based on data, on information.
The audit finds that the governor's office did not gather some important information about space needs and costs before ordering employees back to the office 4 days a week, and that ending telework could cost the state $225 million a year.
One of the big problems is that the governor's office was not prepared for a return to work order.
Assemblymember Josh Hoover requested the audit and says the findings dispute the governor's calls for a one-size-fits-all return to work order.
I really don't think this should be a partisan issue. I think we should be doing what makes the most sense from a policy standpoint.
The audit also showed that some departments don't have the space for all their employees to return to office 4 days a week after ending office leases during the pandemic. The audit showed the Department of Healthcare Services would need 541 more workspaces. The Department of Resources, Recycling and Recovery needs 123 more workspaces.
He told state agencies, you need to prepare for telework and implement telework, and that led to decisions where they, in some cases now, do not have they're not set up to actually get employees back.
The governor's office issued a response reading in part, we respectfully disagree with the auditor's findings. However, we will take the recommendations into account as we move forward with managing the state workforce and facilities.
Teleworking works for me.
State worker unions have protested the governor's return to office orders, which are currently set to take effect in July of next year. Now this audit is adding to the dispute.
A reminder that we cannot rest.
So the audit is recommending that the state legislature jump into this debate and create laws that would force each department to determine which positions need to be in person and which positions could still remain remote. Assemblymember Hoover says he hopes to introduce that bill next year.